Hello from Southern California. So, what's the weather like where you are? It's been raining here. We're into the fall season. So, now we're starting to get rain. So, why I've come here and wanted to talk to you about is a question that I've gotten recently from a new puppy owner. But I also get this question from people that have adopted a new dog. And the question is, you know, why does my dog pee right after they come into the house, after we've been outside for 20 minutes, 30 minutes? It's like, why do they pee right when they get back inside instead of doing it outside? So, who am I? My name is Linda Kwan, and I am the owner and trainer at WowBowWow. We specialize in working with pet parents with young pups up to about 2 years old. And we help the pet parents understand their puppy so training becomes easier. But like I mentioned, I work with other types of pet parents that may have brought home a rescue. And so this question comes up, and I wanted to just address it here for anyone else that may have the same problem. So let me check to see if anyone's joining us. If you're tuning in right now, hey, let me know, where are you tuning in from? And what's your pup's name? So if by chance you see this on a replay, just hashtag replay and let me know, where are you tuning in from and what's your pup's name? So I don't see anyone yet. So I'm going to move forward. So a lot of times what may be happening is, first of all, for puppies. Okay, so when you get a young puppy, maybe when they're like 8 weeks old up to about a couple of months, sometimes they're like playing around and all of a sudden they'll just stop and let go. And, a lot of times it's because their bladder's not completely established. And so they may just go. If you have an older dog, maybe like a adolescent dog, maybe, like 5, 6 months old up to about 2 years old. And you are now starting to take them out for a walk, and then they come back in, and they didn't eliminate out there, but the minute they come in, they do. So what may be happening is that, one, they may be just too excited out there, and just like us, we all need to kind of relax before we can go. And so with all the new smells and sights, or if they're like worried, so what happens is they finish looking around, checking things out, making sure everything's safe, and come back in and relax, and then go. Same thing with newly rescued dogs. I tell pet parents with newly rescued dogs the same thing. They don't know who you are. They don't know where they are. So, we have this idea that, we need to take our dogs for a walk, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with walks. But in the beginning, that first couple of weeks up to, the first maybe even month, they may be kind of worried about what's going on. They don't know where they are and who you are. So they're just kind of assessing to make sure everything's safe. So when they go out, they may be under stress or, just kind of hypervigilant, right? So the minute they come in, they relax and they go. So, you can try to minimize how far you go, where you go, hang out in one place even. I'm going to talk about walks, dog walks, and why it's not always necessary for your dog. There are other ways to give them the opportunities for mental engagement, mental enrichment, physical, and things like that. But I'll talk about that in another live. But so just be aware that they may be just too stressed or too excited, and so they go when they come in. So when you're out and about, maybe get to a point or a place where you notice that your dog may start to be relaxing and kind of smelling, and stay in that area. Putting treats or things on the ground for them to smell, may help them bring their excitement down so they can relax, and maybe they can go outside instead of inside your home. So And secondarily, make sure you start using a cue if you haven't already. Let's go potty. And they're rewarding when they go potty outside. Okay, so that's another live that I will do about training them to go where you want them to go. But I'm here just to address this one particular question that I had, and I've had it a couple of times, where they may be out walking about or out in the backyard and they're playing and they're smelling, or the pet parent may not see it, but maybe the dog is a little worried, and then they don't go, but they go right as they come in. All right, hopefully this tip was helpful. Thank you for joining us for our Training Tip Tuesday. And so, who out there has a puppy or an adopted dog? Anyone bring home a new dog? And have you noticed this kind of behavior? And that's why I'm here, to help you with this kind of behavior and why it may be happening. So drop in the chat if you just recently adopted a dog or brought home a puppy, and that's doing this when you're now starting to take them out on your walks or out in the backyard and playing. Anyone here? I don't see anyone answering, but again, if you want to come back, hashtag replay and let me know if you adopted a new puppy or adopted a new mature dog. And if you are having this kind of issue, and if you like, come back and let me know if my tip has been helpful. I would love that feedback. All right, have a great Tuesday. And Jill just hopped up in my lap. Here's Jill. So we're going to say goodbye. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you on Saturday.